Hello, I'm Christine Webber. I'm a writer, a broadcaster, and these days I specialise in positive ageing, which is all about living as well as possible for as long as possible. I also hold qualifications in psychotherapy and coaching. I'm here really to help you as you progress towards your new you. I know many of you are in midlife and you're losing weight and you want to do it not so much for cosmetic reasons like getting into a bikini in the summer, but simply to improve your health and know that you can live long enough to see your children and your grandchildren growing up, and that is so important to so many of us. I hope many of these topics will help you in this journey, and today we're going to talk about self-esteem, which actually underpins so much. Now, what is self-esteem? That's the first thing. Lots of people think it's the same thing as confidence, which it has similarities with, but it's not quite the same. Self-esteem actually comes from a Latin word estimare, and we think of it as to estimate. And so your self-esteem is how you rate yourself. Now, unfortunately, far too many people don't rate themselves appropriately highly enough. And it's hard for some people, and particularly for people who are shy or have got things about them that they really don't like. It can feel to somebody that if they were to think more of themselves, it would be boastful somehow. But this isn't true at all. An appropriate value of yourself is essential, really, for good mental health. The other thing is, when you value yourself, other people value you more highly too. And that's really important. When they don't value you, let's face it, sometimes they treat you like a doormat, which is not very nice at all. Nature has made you utterly unique. Just think about that for a moment. You've got your own fingerprints. Even if you're an identical twin, you've got your own fingerprints. I think that's amazing. And I'd like you to remember that you are unique, and that if nature has bothered to make you unique, you should value that. There are many reasons why we have poor self-esteem. Often it's to do with our upbringing, but we won't go into the reasons now. But what I'd like to actually get onto is what you can do to increase yours, because if you can increase it, life is going to seem very much better. So I've got a little exercise for you. I want you to write down 50, that's 50 things about yourself that you really like. Now, you might go, 50? Don't be ridiculous. I can only think of 5. I've had clients who've come back to me after a whole week and said, I've got 2. So we can take our time over this. But this is important, and you're not trying to get to the point where you think, my God, I'm marvellous. I mean, that would be pretty insufferable, wouldn't it? I really just want to get you to the point where you can look at yourself in the mirror, smile at yourself and go, do you know, I'm okay. That's all we're aiming for. And when you feel that, you feel as entitled as anybody else to walk on this planet, and that's important. So to come back to our 50 things you like about yourself. This can be things that you do. I bought a big issue today. I'm a loyal friend. I'm a good sister. It can be things about your appearance. There's lots I don't like, but I've got very nice ankles. Whatever it may be. Gradually build up your 50 things. When you've got to 50, then you want to take some cards, like this sort of postcard size. You make them brightly coloured if you like, whatever, but this sort of size. You can easily fit 5 of your points on every one of 10 cards. You've got 10 cards. And then what I want you to do, and this might take weeks, by the way, but that's okay, we've got time. And then what I want you to do is to shuffle them 3 times a day and read them quietly to yourself. And if you do that on a regular basis, a number of things will happen. You will be giving your brain and your mind a different view of yourself, and you will be gleaning a different view of yourself and growing in confidence about yourself. It's a simple thing to do, although for some people it's really tough because they're not used to thinking this way. But please, will you give it a go? Try thinking that way, and you will probably find that life becomes very much easier. See you next time.